Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thank you for joining me here. I hope you're having a great day and a wonderful weekend was had for you and all. Let's go ahead and take a look here at XRP. 210, pretty much on the button there, effectively pulling back to retest its support range of $2. It had actually tested, 202? Dang near close there, folks. So to all those folks who, well, there's only one person that said that XRP won't lose $2. I agree with you, but it probably will happen in the relative near future if Bitcoin doesn't successfully remove its head from its ass. And it's stuck on stupid right now at 83,000, came in as low as 81K over the weekend. This is just not a good scenario here. So we're going to take a look at the back-end liquidation data, kind of see what's going on for XRP, see if there's any incentive for the price to go up or down, and then obviously just kind of quickly recognize and congratulate some community members here. Granted, this profit was from last week, or over the weekend rather, but we took profit on Bitcoin 40% and then hit all targets for XRP at about 35%. So it's not like monumental, profit, folks. Like I only 10x leverage Bitcoin and 5x everything else. So it's not like we found tens of thousands of dollars, obviously, depending on how much you used for that trade. But my whole point here is that the market's giving us obvious indications the prices are going to pull back for most coins. Why try to take longs into that? I mean, I learned my lesson too over the weekend. In fact, we're at break even now, thankfully, but I tried to long AVAX with a very high risk trade on Saturday, and that didn't work out very well at all. Pretty much shot myself in the foot, and that's just kind of par for the course on the weekends, just better, and it's a good reiteration of just not trading weekends, how ridiculous it can be, unless you're shorting weekends, because we've seen, 13 out of 14 weekends this year, all red. Those are terrible statistics. So anyways, that's kind of where we're at there. XRP, where are we at here? Well, liquidation data, it's pretty much sparse to both up and down areas. So we can't really see in specific areas of concentration being oh, this is an area that we're going to hit because of liquidation. But we can see here that people just keep taking longs as the price goes lower. And this is why the price continues to go lower, because liquidation events are present. So just stop being another statistic, stop using leverage, and you'll probably be just fine. But truth is, if you use leverage, just keep it low. Like you see here, 185 liquidation event here for some folks. They're probably using 2, 3, 4, 5x leverage, and they're just fine, at least for now. Obviously, things can change. Not recommending you take a long, just telling you that is the case. If you take positions right now, specifically higher risk trades, which are longs for the moment, you're going to find more success if you just have low leverage. It's really just the way it goes. Having said that, though, we tapered off to about 1 billion in liquidation delta, still heavy on shorts. So the general consensus here is that everyone is shorting. Why don't you get on the bandwagon and effectively short with them? That's the concept. I'm not proposing you short at 209 or 210 here, but I can tell you that this descending trend is pretty obvious. We haven't broken any trend lines yet, so it makes zero sense at all to try to take a long against that. Having said that, we can see some open interest at 206. So that's a tentative support, basically our last line of defense there. Outside that macro support at $2 even, we can see above the price action 218 to 223 as a nice little resistance there for us with local areas of open interest. So that's pretty standard stuff. What isn't standard is how awesome the support has been from my XRP community. So thank you again so much, folks, for just being an awesome part of my life. I deeply appreciate you as much as you probably appreciate me, and it does help if you hit the like button, comment below, let me know how long you've been trading XRP or just in general, where you're at with your positions, because it's always interesting to me to hear that. Either way, daily time frame, we're below all moving averages. Our macro point of control is 240. I guess if we zoom out a little bit, that might change a little bit, but I think it was 240. Yeah, still 240. That basically just implies we come back up to that level. Hypothetically, to say we get a little bit of a rally here, that'd be another consideration for a short. Okay, just based on simple math there. There's too many positions open at that point. A lot of exit liquidity will probably come out, because right now people that got in at 250, 240, they're wishing they could just break even on their trade. So when the price comes back there, they're going to sell at break even. That's the general concept or consensus here. Let's take a quick look at the macro. Obviously, there's not a whole heck of a lot here that's different. We're still diverging. All time frames look pretty darn bearish. 4-hour time frames roughly the same. That hasn't changed much since we last looked at this. And I think what it was, we got in at $2.38 for our short. And just the reason why is because there was a lot of confluence just above the price at 240 to 250 range. So if once again we see the price come back up to that level, it'll probably struggle the first time it comes back. Either way, we need a lot more volume to be able to break through that range. And at this point, from a macro perspective, there's not a lot of reasons to take a long position. You could hypothetically still long around $2 and find some success just because it's a macro support. We've seen every time we've seen the price action come down this low, it has recovered. right? But you got to recognize at some point it's gonna break away, and at that point we're gonna see the floodgates open, and that lower liquidation range of like 170 is a distinct probability. But at this point, I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. I mean, I never truly do, but no, you shouldn't be listening to anybody that says that there's hidden bullish divergences. This is just a full-on terrible situation for most altcoins, including this coin, obviously. So just recognize that it's going to be a little while before we're out of the doghouse here. The market is absolutely in a terrible place, and it's just not a good trading conditions to take longs. So if you do take a long, I just insist low leverage, low position sizing between 2 and 205 would be a rough estimate for consideration there, just based on macro support. But do know that we're due to lose that support level because we keep testing it, and eventually, you know, they're gonna the floodgates are going to open is probably the best way to describe it. Either way, I hope you're safe regardless, and I hope you did learn something here today. Comment below if you get a chance. Please, always hit the like button. You watch my videos, and welcome aboard if you're new to the channel. Thanks so much again for being an awesome part of my life. I do look forward to working with you. If you want to become a better trader, cryptocash.tech is a site. Link down below. I do have a trading academy community signals group. Also, make sure you check out Bitunix too. No KYC or VPN required. Awesome rewards here this month from March 26th to April 26th. They got some nice benefits there. This mainly for our current community members, but if you want to join on, feel free to do so. I look forward to working with you. Have a good one. Thanks again so much for your time. We'll see you soon.